industry is a monster. It's the same monster that these Me Too trying to tell you about. But they hate the monster for how it, and I hate that monster for how it eats. But my God, man, it's the same monster. When I quit the show, all my friends would say, well, them Dave, why don't you just do Chappelle's show at another network? Yeah. And why doesn't a slave run from one plantation to another plantation? Because the master over there might be nicer. My God, man, I was trapped. You know what? Tell you the truth. I've even thought about coming back and doing another Chappelle show. Well, but if I do...
Elon Musk and 50 Cent have sparked serious talk, and many people are paying attention. They suggest Diddy is not the real power, but more of a cover hiding something bigger. According to these claims, the true force behind the music world is far more dangerous than anyone expected. Some believe the public has been focused on the wrong figure for years. Now Elon is no longer staying quiet. Reports say he may be working with 50 Cent to reveal who has truly been running things behind closed doors. While 50 speaks openly about secret parties in his upcoming film, Elon reportedly holds something stronger: information, messages, and old private chats from X that could expose major names. This story moves from famous artists up through powerful executives and toward a shocking figure many never questioned before.
That they gave me a raw deal because this industry is a monster. It's the same monster that these Me Too trying to tell you about. But they hate the monster for how it, and I hate that monster for how it eats. But my God, man, it's the same monster. When I quit the show, all my friends would say, well, them Dave, why don't you just do Chappelle's show at another network? Yeah. And why doesn't a slave run from one plantation to another plantation? Because the master over there might be nicer. My God, man, I was trapped. You know what? Tell you the truth. I've even thought about coming back and doing another Chappelle show. Well, but
before we go any further, it is important to see why Diddy's case matters beyond music. This is not about his background, only the reason people are paying attention. When others stayed quiet, 50 Cent released The Reckoning. He explained that silence would make hip-hop appear supportive, so he chose to speak out when no one else would.
How does Jay-Z sit down with Gayle King and she not ask him one question about the intersection between him and Aaliyah and Robert Kelly? This is insane that people keep refusing. I've been screaming, not just Diddy, but Diddy and Jay-Z are monsters. Harvey Weinstein, Jeffrey Epstein, Robert Kelly, Sean Combs have one person in common, professionally and privately: Sean Carter. This has been a fist of tyranny that has been punching through. That changes now, Sean. You have no choice. That Dream Hampton was being financed and ran by Sean Carter. They were able to go and get all of these witnesses because he was there with Robert Kelly.
This is where the story takes a disturbing turn. Reports claim Diddy had around 250 hidden cameras placed inside his home. These devices were set to record everything during private parties. People from the industry, including Jaguar Wright and Gene Deal, have claimed this was not for entertainment. The footage was allegedly kept as leverage to silence others and protect his influence. Now rumors say these recordings are circulating, causing fear among famous figures. Elon Musk's role changes the situation because he owns X, formerly Twitter, and may access old private messages. During a talk with Joe Rogan, Elon questioned Jennifer Lopez's credibility, pointing out that she never warned anyone about Diddy, despite their past relationship.
It's like the Diddy thing was like an Epstein type compromise deal where he had, whether he was doing it himself, conceivably, people want to think that he's attached to some intelligence agency or something like that. I think he's a gangster who made $1 billion and knew how to control people by compromising them. That's what I think. Whether or not he had help, I don't know. Whether or not he shared some of that information with people so they knew they had compromising stuff on people, I don't know. But clearly he was doing it for his own jollies too. There was something sick about it.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is that people in the music and entertainment industry had to know that Diddy was like abusing, kids basically. And yet they still fed him kids. where's the accountability?
There had to be rumors. There had to be.
They had to know.
Yeah.
They had to know.
Cat Williams was talking about it on
Exactly.
on that podcast.
But like it's like who's feeding him the kids, you know?
Right. Yeah. And what videos do they have of these people where they're willing to defend him and they're willing to keep quiet about all this? Like how many people were compromised?
Yeah.
The whole thing is crazy.
Crazy.
It's just crazy when you know, because the nutty conspiracy theories is like, oh, there's a bunch of pedophiles in Hollywood, and you're like, come on, that sounds too kooky. And then you see like the Nickelodeon thing and all these. You're like,
that single comment shocked many people online. If someone as close as J-Lo never spoke up, it raises hard questions. Either she truly knew nothing, which feels unlikely to some, or she stayed quiet. If silence was a choice, people wonder what or who was being protected. This leads into what some describe as a power pyramid. At the first level, names like Jay-Z and Beyoncé are often mentioned in online discussions. Jaguar Wright fueled these talks during an interview with Piers Morgan, where she made serious claims about powerful figures. Shortly after, the episode was removed, which only increased curiosity. Jaguar questioned why past interviews avoided sensitive topics involving Jay-Z, Aaliyah, and R. Kelly. She accused major industry leaders of holding control for years. There are also long-running rumors tied to Aaliyah's tragic plane crash. While unproven, these theories continue to circulate, keeping speculation alive.
For enacting Hype Williams to put Aaliyah on a faulty plane to move her out the way as punishment for rejecting him, and so he could level up Beyonce, who was struggling. Let's just say allegedly that happened. Now I want you to think about 106th and Park with Mary J. Blige. Free, who is a victim of Sean Carter. Yeah. Mary J. Blige, who is a victim of Sean Combs, are sitting there talking about the death of Aaliyah amongst each other. Think about that. You got a Diddy victim, you got a Jay-Z victim, and you got a superstar gone. They know what happened, and yet they had to sit there and have that conversation like they didn't know who did it.
I'm not saying this is proven, but the rumors themselves are telling. Jay-Z has never responded publicly, and when Diddy faced lawsuits, his lawyer Alex Spiro, Jay-Z's attorney, appeared, raising many questions about his involvement.
Lawsuit that's suing Tony Busby? Spiro is a partner, and Alex Spiro is Jay-Z's personal lawyer.
Oh, so it's probably Jay-Z then that's doing the suing.
Of course they'd use Kevin's name, but it ain't Kevin. Why is Alex Spiro popping up everywhere?
What do you think is going on in Hollywood right now? What are you hearing? Because I'm hearing
mass panic. Mass panic.
So because no one's talking publicly.
No, they can't. That's why they came up with the story. Well, you know, there's a party inside the Diddy party, and I went to the first party, but I left early. I never made it to Diddy After Dark. There were public relations teams right after Diddy got arrested running around telling everyone to say that.
Of course.
The question is this. If all you went to was the first party and you didn't know anything about the After Dark, why would you say, I left early? Why wouldn't you just say you left when the party ended?
Exactly.
Because how would you know that there was another party if you weren't informed?
Exactly.
If you went to the Diddy party and nothing happened and it was the first party, your speech wouldn't be, oh, well, I only went to the first party. I didn't go to the after party. You wouldn't say that because you wouldn't have known about it. You would say, I don't know what anybody's talking about. I went to Diddy's party. It was a white party. It was dancing. It was wild. But at the end, we all went home.
Right.
That's not what y'all are saying.
Nope.
You're saying, I didn't go to the second party. I only went to the first. The only thing you're proving is that you're hiding being there.
Yeah.
Because you wouldn't have known about another party.
Insiders suggest the goal has always been to control the story and silence victims before more names come out. If Diddy revealed details, many influential figures could face exposure, and Jay-Z reportedly wants to prevent that. Jay-Z's rise in the industry is often linked to Big L, who introduced him to Dame Dash at Rockefeller Records. Negotiations were underway for Big L and his crew, but just days later, Big L was killed in a drive-by shooting in Harlem. The case remains unsolved, and Jaguar Wright claims this was the first of several suspicious deaths that coincided with Jay-Z's climb. Moving up the power ladder, level 2 includes figures like Oprah Winfrey and Clive Davis, considered major forces in entertainment. Oprah had a close relationship with Harvey Weinstein and remained silent while rumors circulated. Her $40 million South African school also faced assault allegations, raising questions about what she truly knew and how much she protected the system.
Next thing you know, she's f***ing Ray J. And then it's Grammy time.
That happened.
And her and Clive had a fight 2 days before. And from what I was told, Bobby Christina was present for some of that fight. And then the next thing you know, she's dead. Ray J was the last person to see her alive. He let the drug dealer in, but she was sober, right? But he let the drug dealer in that gave her the shot. Leola has said, Leola Brown, Bobby Brown's sister, has said on several occasions that she was beaten. They saw her body. She didn't just die in a tub, like she was beat up.
Old photos are resurfacing, showing Oprah attending the same private events where Diddy held his famous parties. Jaguar Wright and Dr. Umar Johnson suggest she wields quiet but serious influence in Hollywood, able to intimidate or ruin careers with a single call. Then there's Clive Davis, a 92-year-old music legend who founded Arista Records in 1974 and launched stars like Billy Joel, Janis Joplin, and Carlos Santana. Hip-hop mogul Suge Knight has claimed that Clive and Diddy were more than mentor and protege, allegedly confirming they were lovers, not just business partners.
Your favorite memory working with Diddy?
You know, personally, I've got to tell you, he really is a major star in this film tonight. He's a spokesman all the way through. I met him before I ever knew of him. I met him when he was 21 years old. And when we met, you know, he played me Craig Mack's Flavor in Your Ear. He played me 3 cuts from the forthcoming Notorious B.I.G. album. And we talked for hours and hours about music, and I poured into his dream. And I financed Bad Boy Records. And we had an incredible run, an incredible period.
When asked about Diddy, Clive became visibly nervous and refused to answer, revealing a lot.
Then in 1993, he and Clive Davis founded Bad Boy Records. Clive Davis, how do you describe Clive Davis? There's an infomercial about him now, which is a document. It's been called a documentary, and it makes him look like this benign octogenarian that's helped all these rock stars with their careers. But people in the music industry really don't like Clive Davis, most of them. And his criminality is kind of amazing.
There is also a long-running theory surrounding Whitney Houston that still fuels debate. Some people claim Ray J and Clive Davis were connected to events leading up to her death. Whitney reportedly argued with Clive just days before she passed, and her daughter was said to be present. Ray J was allegedly the last person to see her alive, which has kept questions alive. Family members have challenged the official explanation, suggesting she was harmed rather than dying by accident. Because Clive has faced rumors for years without charges, some believe others took the blame to shield him. This leads to what many call the top of the power pyramid. The name that shocks people is Bishop T.D. Jakes, a respected pastor. 50 Cent has repeatedly hinted online about his involvement. The theory claims religion provided protection and respectability. Clips placed in 50's documentary are seen by viewers as intentional signals. Comedian Cat Williams warned that hidden truths would eventually surface, regardless of status or influence.
I came in this business saying I was going to expose. When I talked about Michael Jackson, when I talked about R. Kelly, they canceled me for these things because why would you talk about another black dude? Race is not where the line is drawn. It's God's side and the other side. And we don't care nothing about the other side. Period. All of these big dick deviants is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is. T.D. Jakes, any of them. All lies will be exposed. That's all.
When asked about the Diddy allegations, T.D. Jakes calmly said to move on, claiming even if it were true, repentance and faith would cover any wrongdoing.
Keep it moving. The worst that could happen if everything was true, all I got to do is repent
sincerely from my heart, there's enough power in the blood to cover all kinds of sin. I don't care what it is, the blood would fix it. But I ain't got to repent about this. All I got to do.
The internet erupted over TD Jake's response. Many felt his words implied guilt because an innocent person usually denies accusations outright. Jaguar Wright added fuel to the fire, claiming if he attended a Diddy party, it was for money or sex. She also said Cassie handed over extensive evidence to authorities, including videos and audio from these parties. These recordings reportedly involve influential politicians, celebrities, and entertainers doing things they never intended the public to witness. The combination of TD Jake's comments and the alleged proof from Diddy's events has left people questioning who can really be trusted in Hollywood and beyond.
If Bishop Jakes was at a Diddy party, there could only be two reasons: money or sex. That's all that happens at Diddy parties: money and sex.
Here's the disturbing part. Jaguar Wright claimed several male escorts confirmed that TD Jakes slept with multiple men at these parties. Even more serious, a young man who was allegedly assaulted as a minor is now hiring a lawyer to sue him. Church insiders say his parents were paid hush money in 2015 to stay silent, but now he's seeking justice on his own. Gene Deal, Diddy's former bodyguard, also questioned why a religious leader would attend parties filled with drinking, sexual activity, and same-sex encounters, suggesting TD Jakes may have been directly involved. These allegations connect Diddy and TD Jakes, leaving people shocked and demanding answers.
TD Jakes.
Man, what I think about it is this, when I grew up in the church, the sinners was not supposed to have the same atmosphere with the saints. You had to be able to separate the two. So I'm looking at him as a saint going to a party that ain't nothing but sin. Drinking, maybe fornication, man on man, woman on woman, he on she. But maybe he'd have to lay some hands on somebody. Maybe he'd have to save some souls. I know he got a contract with Revolt, so I'm just like, it's just real strange that he would be found at any kind of Diddy party or any kind of place with Diddy unless it's in a business atmosphere.
You think he was going to these parties?
I think that he's going to the Diddy parties, bruh. If he's going, well, we know he's going to the Diddy parties, and I know that I know what usually happens at the Diddy party, or what we told us happened at the Diddy parties. Maybe he needs to see it for himself, man. Maybe he needs to go there and really be involved in some things that could help save some individuals while they go into those parties.
Gene also claimed he has heard recordings may surface soon, saying those files could replace rumors with proof. He then linked this to a wider issue involving Epstein. During a Joe Rogan talk, Elon Musk suggested some wealthy figures support certain politicians out of fear, not policy. He implied panic over possible unsealed Epstein records. When asked if Reid Hoffman seemed uneasy, Elon replied yes.
It's like the Diddy thing was like an Epstein-type compromise deal, where he had, whether he was doing it himself, conceivably, people want to think that he's attached to some intelligence agency or something like that. I think he's a gangster who made $1 billion and knew how to control people by compromising them. That's what I think. Whether or not he had help, I don't know. Whether or not he shared some of that information with people so they knew they had compromising stuff on people, I don't know.
Joe Rogan once compared Diddy's alleged operation to what Jeffrey Epstein was accused of running. In both situations, the claim is that influential figures were secretly recorded in compromising moments, then controlled through fear and leverage. That raises a chilling question about who supplied young people, and how many powerful names may appear in those recordings. Melinda Gates offered a troubling hint when she explained that one reason for leaving Bill Gates was his connection to Epstein. Even after Epstein's conviction, she later described feeling deep unease after meeting him. Years earlier, Dave Chappelle also tried to warn the public. He said the entertainment world operates like a system that traps people, even successful ones. He explained that moving between networks felt like switching plantations, not finding freedom. If someone with his fame felt cornered, it suggests the pressure runs deep. Many believe this story is only beginning. More evidence may surface, more reputations could be challenged, and the full truth may take time to appear.